In this video, I'm going to show you how to import the points for the project. You're going to come up here to your application menu and you're going to go New. Now you'll need to pan out to where it says the Valencia Subdivision 2016 DWT. I've actually got mine saved onto a flash drive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to where I've saved the DWT file. And mine's underneath project. So here is the template that we're going to use. So I go ahead and open. And the unique thing about this template is what I've got it set up when you first open it up, it's got the north arrow. So the points are going to fall into here and you're going to use these two lines to create your profiles. I also have a cover sheet ready for us to use, a site plan, paving, grading, and drainage sheet setup, utility plan, and plan and profiles. In addition, if you push this little arrow down, click on it, it's got other details. So we'll be building this as we go along also to create our construction plans similar to the ones that were handed out as an example in class. So the other thing that I want you all to notice I've got my prospector, my tool space open. I always almost keep my properties palettes open, and here's my tool space. So if you don't have your tool space, if that's closed, click on tool space and it should pop back up. We're going to be working in the prospector. One of the things I want you to notice is here in the point groups, I've already created all of these point groups for our project. So when I bring the points in, they'll automatically or should automatically go into the correct location. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in the project points. So I'm going to come up here to the Insert tab, go to Points from File, click on that, and I'm going to pan out to where the points are. It says All Topo Points 2016. So I'm going to open that. I'm going to scroll down to the specified points, PNEZD, point number, northing, easting, Z elevation, and D is the description. Now, when I click on Add Points to a group, I'm going to create a group called All Data Points. You can put it in capitalization, doesn't matter. I just want to give it a different name than the point groups that I've already created. So I go OK. If any of these are checked, go ahead and uncheck them. I'm going to click OK. And now it brings in the points here. Now, when you see this symbol, it means that the data needs to be updated. So you just right-click on it and you update. Sometimes it'll say refresh, redraw, depending on what version of Civil 3D that you're using. Now, what I want to show you is how to use the point groups to isolate the data you're working with. So click on the point groups, then right-click and go to Properties. So I'm going to send the no-show all the way to the top. So all I did was click on it, and you can use these to get them in the location. When I apply that, click Apply and OK, it automatically makes everything look like it's disappeared. It's not. It's still there, but I'm going to organize the data. I'm going to put all the data points down to the bottom. Shift it all the way down to the bottom. Now I'm going to put my property corners to the top and Apply and OK. Now what that should do, and I'm regenning, and I will redraw, because sometimes my points don't show up. Zoom extents. And it appears my property corners did not show up because no points listed into it. So I'm going to take a look at my properties and what I included. So it should have picked up the raw descriptions, the IR, Apply, and OK. Apparently you have to reset it, Apply, and OK to each one of them to get the data in there. So for example, I'm going to do this just to make sure everything's up to date and brought in on the proper layer. So I go to Properties, Include, just click on it just to get it activated, Apply, and OK. I'm going to do the same thing here, Properties. If these weren't included, if I didn't already create these, then you would have to create them yourselves. Apply and OK. Right click, Properties, Include. What I did here is I created all these trees on one grouping so I could easily manage them. Apply and OK. And you can see that it's being populated down here with all of our trees. I'll do the topo, Properties, Include, Oops. Apply and OK. Properties, include, just click in the area, apply, and OK. All right, now once you get all these dots created, you should be able to see this. Now I'm going to regen, and when I regen, notice that the points popped up. So when points don't show up, try redraw, R-E-D-R-A-W, or regen, R-E-G-E-N, in the command prompt. Okay, now this is going to be where our project area is. Now the other thing that you have to be careful of is your layer management. So I'm going to go ahead and go to layer properties, and I'm going to show you what layers that we have. So we've got all of the C's, anything with the C on it is what Civil 3D has created. Anything with the V on it here is, again, what Civil 3D created, but the VCs are going to be our project. So I've already created a VC boundary, so make that one current. When I make that current, then you'll see it up here, VC boundary, and you'll see it that it's current over here. Now make sure it's always by layer in the color selection. When I do this, I'm going to type in PL for polyline. The other thing that I want to do is over down here on my status bar, I'm going to click on the arrow, and I'm going to make sure that the node is checked. And I'm going to click on it because it'll allow me to snap to the nodes themselves. And this will be, type in CL for close, this is going to be our project area. Okay. Now, the next thing that I want to do is I want to go ahead and create our surface for this project. So you can use the ribbon bar up here if that's more comfortable, but I usually use a combination of the right click on the prospector. Again, the prospector does all the work and the settings makes it look nice. Or you can come up here, here's the ribbon cam, and create a surface. Here's the surface down here, and you can create a surface either way. Now we're going to create a 10 at a triangular irregular network, and I'm going to name this existing because this is what the existing ground is going to look like. I'm going to leave it at contours 1 and 5, and I'm going to click OK. Now the thing that I am going to do is I'm clicking on the plus signs and I'm expanding this out. I'm going to add in the point groups, so I clicked on point groups, highlighted point groups, left click, right click, and click add. Now I'm only going to add the topo. Apply, and OK. And it automatically creates my surface for me. Now the thing that it doesn't create is it doesn't put down the contour elevations. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add the contour elevations. The other thing that I noticed is, excuse me, these contours are continuous lines. I actually want them to be dashed lines because we're creating a proposed set of plans. So I'm going to show you in the next video how to do the surface contour labels and change the label or change the line type style in the next video. All right, that's it for now.